Hi there. It's Esther Herbert. I know I look a little different this week. I'm just being a little bit more casual. So believe me, it's still me. And I wanted to pop by on this video visit and tell you that I am working through my struggle against change. Now, that may be a very relatable topic to you. I know that change is hard. I have found change to be one of those enemies of my life, most of my life. But when I really think about it, I am the one that's making it much more difficult by not adapting somehow, some way to change. So I wanted to share a couple of incidences from my workplace that'll tell you how I did and how I do handle change. Years and years ago, our company was implementing dual monitors, and I was so used to the one monitor. I kept saying, as soon as it was announced, I do not want one. I'm fine without one. I don't need one. Please do not make me take another monitor. And the girl that was implementing the program said, it's going to be fine. You're really going to like it. It's much easier. And day after day, I said, oh, I don't want them to come in. I don't want one. It makes me sick, a little nauseous thinking about it. And I went on and on about it. Made jokes about it and so forth. But inside, really, it was stressful. And then when they arrived, she said, well, let's get you set up and I'll show you how they work and so forth. And next thing you know, within 2 to 3 hours of having this extra monitor, I was like, oh, this is great. I'm loving this. This is awesome. So I would have saved myself a lot of grief if I would have talked to myself and said, it's okay. It's not a problem way back when. So we're going to fast forward years and years forward until just this past week at work. We were putting in a brand new phone system. And I thought, oh no, more change. How is this going to be? I didn't say it out loud. I kept that to myself. And then I had a voice of reason come over and say, listen, you don't like change. Change is hard for you. A person with a mental illness is resistant to change, especially bipolar people. They like structure. But you can embrace this. You can try to have a better attitude about it. So instead of being panicky, I told myself it won't be too bad. There'll be a lot of change, but it's okay. The lady that came from the US was a sweetheart. She was very kind. She talked to me like Charlene did years ago about the monitors. And this time I listened. And it made all the difference. My best friend said, oh, I never even heard you complain about it once. So that'll tell you that I did what I'm telling you is a great thing to do. Embrace the change. We live in a very ever-changing world. There's change all around us. Some change is not good. Some change is hard. Some change is just, part of life. But if we can take that change, embrace it, and make it more of what a part of our lives and how we handle it, makes such a difference. You can go to bed at night and not be stressed. Your stomach won't be in knots. Granted, this is just one example that I've done fairly well out of all my life. So I think it's kind of a pivotal bounce off point. I can take it. And, the thing that I want to leave you with is don't sweat about things you have no control over. Because I had no control that this new system was coming in to my work. So why sweat and fret and worry about something I can't control? And that applies not just to work, but our own personal lives, our relationships, everything that we do. Don't sweat about it. Get your head around it as best as you possibly can. Believe me, if you know me, change has never been my friend, but I'm learning to embrace it and accept it for what it is, and maybe even enjoy a little bit of it. The 2 monitors I liked, I'm sure I'll like this new phone system eventually, but I want to tell you that you can do this as I just did. If anybody can, and I did, I'm telling you, you can do the same thing. So I just want to thank you for coming by this week to visit. I have just had 3 new people subscribe to my YouTube channel. That thrilled me no end. I know that it's going around down to Florida. It's in New Mexico. It's in Texas and Oklahoma. And of course, throughout my friends and family in Canada. I want to tell you, I appreciate that. Go to my About tab. You'll see my contact information for speaking to your group. I'd be absolutely in love to do that with you and for you. So just have a great week. And remember, if change comes your way, embrace it. It'll do your mental health a lot of good. Take care and God bless.